All right, you guys, we got the Ninja Foodie Possible Cooker Pro. We're gonna use that to proof a quick, simple bread recipe today, and we're gonna use Wagyu tallow to make it. Let's go. Yes, please. This is super good. Holy cow. You guys are gonna love this one. You have to make this. Enjoy. They say this Ninja can proof bread, so we're gonna put it to the test today. We're also testing Wagyu tallow to see how it substitutes for normal oil in a bread recipe, so that's exciting. Today's ingredients, we're gonna use 2.5 cups of flour, a tablespoon of Wagyu tallow, a teaspoon and a half of sugar, teaspoon of coarse kosher salt, teaspoon and a half of yeast, and a cup of water. Super simple. If you have a stand mixer, use it. Makes your life super simple. Let's get right into it. Oh, by the way, stay until the end of this video because we're gonna make a Capicola sandwich out of this, which is gonna be absolutely delicious. If you're not familiar with Capicola, stick around. It's amazing. Let's go. All right, first up, flour. So you might notice that I have twice the amount of the ingredients of the recipe listed below. The reason is I'm making a double batch because half of it is going to be made for another video. That video will be a deep fried calzone, so stay tuned for that one. Moving on. Let's go ahead and add the flour. And let's check our temp real quick. We're at a good temp. So 111, you want it somewhere around 110, 115 degrees, so Fahrenheit. So we're gonna go ahead and add our yeast, get that to bloom, and we're gonna add our sugar. You have to do this? No, not at all. And give that a quick stir. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about the deep fried calzone video. You guys are gonna absolutely love that one. So this is good enough there. We're gonna save the salt and let's go ahead and get this added. Also excited to see the flavor profile from the Wagyu tallow. I think it's gonna be delicious. All right, let's go ahead and mix this up. Get this going here real good. All right, good enough. Go ahead and pour this in. Now we're gonna wait until the dough is somewhat mixed and then add the salt. I'm gonna show you exactly what that looks like now. And now the reason why you use coarse kosher salt is because it works better for bread. And the reason why it works better for bread is it takes longer to dissolve, and salt can kind of fight the yeast a little bit. So, all right, let's go ahead and get this on the mixer and rocking and rolling. Let's go. All right, you guys, we're gonna let that mix for probably about 5 minutes or so, no more than 10. All right, let's check on it here. Oh man. All right, we're gonna mix it a little bit longer. We want good strength to the dough, so let's see here. And I am just using setting 2, by the way. All right, you guys, let's take a look. Oh man, this dough smells really, really good. All right, so as you can see, it's a little sticky. So what we are going to do is add the rest of this flour. All right, we'll see you back here in a few. All right, you guys, let's have another look. This one's much better. Hydration's a little high, but it's okay. That'll work. All right. Oh, yeah. All right, let's see if this can proof. We will check back in 1 hour. All right, you guys, come to find out, the Ninja Possible Cooker Pro can bake as well. So we're going to try the traditional method with using a oven, and then we're also going to try the Ninja and see how it shows up compared to actually baking the bread in the oven. The other half of the dough I'm just going to reserve and cover with some saran wrap, and we'll lightly cover this as well and let it rise for another hour, and we're going to see what that looks like next. All right, let's go ahead and get this dough out here. And it's always best to put a little flour on the work area. That way the dough doesn't stick to it. All right. Oh yeah, this is nice. Okay. Non-stick surface seems to be doing its job. On. All right, and we're gonna go ahead and reserve about half. See how nice and smooth the texture is? It's amazing, exactly what you want. And we're just gonna beat this down a little bit. And all you're doing here is getting the air bubbles out. And you're gonna let it rise again. All right, good enough. All right, simple as that. Go ahead and flour this a little bit. That way it doesn't stick. And we're going to divide this into two here. Curious to see how this does for baking. Really, really curious. We'll see. All right, and what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to form just a couple buns essentially. Get some of that air out. This is actually very similar to the recipe we used to use at the restaurant many years ago. All right, that looks good enough for me. Go ahead and toss this here. And we're gonna let that proof for another hour. All right, let's shape this one a little bit better here. All I'm doing is kind of pulling the dough down and connecting it underneath. That way it's got a good seam, a good shape. So, not bad. Not bad at all. All right, let's get this transferred over here. Make sure the parchment paper is up on the sides here like this, because it will and can expand to the edges. So we're gonna get that covered, and we're gonna start this thing back up, and in 1 hour, we'll have 2 loaves ready to bake. Let's go. All right, you guys, it's been about 90 minutes before they finally rose to the point where I'm happy with it. We're gonna set the oven and the Ninja to 375, 18 to 22 minutes if I had to guess, and we'll see what that looks like here in just a second. Before I set this to 375, whether it be the oven or the Ninja, spritz a little bit of water to create some steam. It'll help the bread rise. All right, there we go. Back in just a second. All right, you guys, tell you what, that smells great. It'll be interesting to see the color from the loaf and the Ninja, but I'm gonna get this on a cooling rack and go from there. All right, now since we had the parchment paper and a little bit of flour, it should move with ease. Look at that. Yum. All right, we're gonna give the Ninja a few more minutes here, and one thing to take note is the temperature. You only get the option of 350 or 400. So I did set it to 400 instead of the 375, hoping that it gets a nicer crust to it. So we'll see how it works out. In the meantime, I'm gonna wait for this to finish up. All right, you guys, pretty certain that it's done. Done enough at least. Let's take a look. Now this has ran for 35 minutes versus 18 minutes. However, I had a preheated oven at 375, where this started out at the 95 proof temperature. So yeah, let's take a look and see what we got. This is hot, so give me 1 second here. Perfect. All right, so I can tell you, one issue I have right out the gate is coloring, and then, well, that happened. So, you know, I asked myself if I should use the rack, and I probably should. I might run this again and use the rack with some parchment paper on top. What I was hoping for was, with the dough having contact with the surface, that'd be like simulating like a brick stone oven, something like that. So don't do what I did here, but definitely do what I did here. All right, guys, let's make it into a sandwich, shall we? Let's go. This is the rack I was talking about, and pretty certain, yes, it will fit. Perfect. So we are going to use this to bake our sandwich here using the rack, so that way it doesn't burn, just to make sure that what I theorize will work for you. So let's get going, shall we? Now, if you guys aren't familiar with Capicola, it's an Italian ham, and it's considered a delicacy, essentially. A little spicy, super good. All right, I'm gonna get everything ready here, and I'll be right back. All right, you guys, let's do this. I got provolone cheese, some delicious San Marzano tomato sauce. If you guys ever want to see a video on how to make tomato sauce, you can make 100 of them if you'd like. So let me know in the comments below. Some Chipotle jack cheese, and then the star of the show, maybe the bread might be the star, we'll see, the Capicola, so which is like a spicy Italian ham, super good. Let's get this going. I'm gonna grab a set of gloves here real quick. All right, first up, let's get this bread sliced. Oh man, it feels great. Oh yeah. Oh, look at the crumb on that. That is fantastic. Oh man, it smells good. Woo, okay. Let's get some provolone. Actually, let's start with the pepper jack. Let's go here, just like this. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I am a huge fan of extra cheese. Which is exactly what we're gonna start with here. Ideally get the bread covered up just so the juice and sauce don't soak into the bread so much. All right, good enough. And let's get some of the Capicola going here. Oh man, I love Capicola. It's gotta be one of my favorite meats for sure. Now, if you guys are wondering where to get some of these ingredients, one, I have a local Italian grocery store that I went to. If you guys are from the Des Moines area, I'm sure you're familiar with Graziano's. They have amazing Italian sausage, Capicola. In the video we're gonna make for the deep fried calzone, we're actually gonna use their in-house made pepperoni as well, which is delicious. All right, just about there. All right, looking good. San Marzano. So when you guys purchase the San Marzano tomatoes, make sure that they are DOP certified, and I'll put on the screen the logo you're looking for. Otherwise, they may say San Marzano, but they're not really San Marzano tomatoes. So yeah, look for that logo, and then you'll know how to identify imitation lookalikes versus truly from San Marzano, Italy. All right, and just a little bit of sauce, just like that. All right, and last but not least, we're going with another layer of cheese. Get some provolone on there. Oh, it's gonna be delicious. Absolutely delicious. All right, let's get it on our rack. Just like that. And just like that. Perfect. I do have this preheated to 400. All right, you guys, I'm gonna let this finish up. Be right back. All right, you guys, not long at all, about 10 minutes. And let's see what we got. Oh, the cheese crunchies, heck yes. Wow, would you take a look at that? Absolute masterpiece. We're gonna put some roasted red sweet peppers on there, because why not? And this brand, Mancini, super good. It's usually my go-to. I've also made these, like, you can make your own super easy. If you guys ever want to see a video on that, just let me know in the comments. I'll make it for you. Just short or something. All right, one more there, and let's go there and there. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and move this. Oh, these cheese crunchies. They're so good. Yum. All right. And All right. Well, tell you what, should we get it folded up and try it out? Oh, yes. Okay, so using the rack, if I would have baked the bread on the rack, it would have been perfect. Without a doubt. I might make a video all on its own for that. Oh, super crunchy. Yum. All right. Let's try it out, shall we? Oh man. Oh man, just look at that. Look at that. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, this is gonna be good, guys. All right, let's go. Wow. Wow. Oh man, you guys have got to make this one. Wow. Yeah, you have to make this one. Wow. All right, well, I'm gonna kill this thing off, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Ciao.